Okay, we've been asked a few times what the difference between the M50 headphones is and the Pro700Mk2s. Fundamentally, you're asking what's the difference between a studio headphone and a DJ headphone. It's a great question. So, they're kind of for different areas, they're for different people, they're for different kind of designs. But why? What makes them different? First, we've got our M50 headphones. They're a studio monitor headphone. They retail for £149 and they look cool. They fold up, they've got swivel ear cups, really nice thick ear pads. They're very, very good for listening on long evenings when you're mixing away in the studio. They're also very good for not bleeding out of the headphone, which is very important when you're recording vocals. So if you've got your microphone picking up your voice, the last thing you want is the backing track getting picked up from the headphones. Your DJ headphones, Pro700Mk2s, are a little bit different. They've got a smoother ear cup design and not quite as thick an ear pad. They still fold up. They do all the swivelly action as well. The one thing that these are a little bit better at is isolating. They're a lot tighter fit in terms of how they fit onto your head. And because of that, they are very good in the clubs where you've got extremely loud sounds and you really want to just listen to what's going on in the headphone. They also have a detachable cable. They come with a straight 1.2 meter cable or a coiled version. Unlike the M50s, which we sell as a coiled version which is attached to the headphone, and we also have a 3.4 meter straight cable version. When it comes down to the sound, the M50s are very, very natural sounding. The bottom end is a little bit weighty, but it has an extremely good smooth response, very, very low. So around this kind of 30 to 50 hertz kind of area, it just sounds fantastic. It's a really, really smooth sounding headphone. The mid-range is very, very detailed, and the tops is a really nice smooth top end. The Pro700s are a beast. They hit really, really hard. The bottom end is tight. It really, really whacks you in the face. Very good for beat matching. When you're trying to listen to that bottom end, the tight sound is extremely good for that. The tops is a little bit more sparkly. It's got a little bit of a kind of unnatural, nice sound to them at the top end, which is pretty pleasing. Pretty pleasing indeed. When it comes down to the specifications, we've got a 45mm driver in the M50s and a 53mm driver in the Pro700Mk2s. Frequency-wise, 5 to 35 kilohertz compared to 15 up to 28 kilohertz. The max input's kind of an interesting one as well. We're going from a 3,500 milliwatts compared to a 1,600 milliwatts. 3,500 milliwatts basically means that you can turn as much volume into these guys and they're just really not going to care. That means when you've left that cue button on and you've had your headphones blasting out the music for the last 3 hours while you're at the club, they're not ever going to get damaged from that. The M50s are great, it's a really good specification, but these guys are the beast in that department. They both come with a carry pouch, they both come with their adapters to go to a 1/4 inch 6.3mm adapter. So yeah, both exceptionally good headphones. Personally, for me, I do a lot of studio work and recording, mixing. I prefer the M50 sound, it's what I'm into, and that comfort from the thicker ear pads and not quite as tight fit is better for me. But if you're a DJ and you want a professional quality DJ headphone, you cannot beat the Pro700Mk2s.
Audio-Technica, always listening.